Aw, animals.
Video shows condor hug man who saved his life. Condors are some of the biggest birds to roam the planet, and while they might appear menacing, turns out some can appreciate the kindness of the human heart too. A few months ago in Argentina, a rancher named Edgardo spotted a baby condor in his backyard struggling with a leg injury, a few miles away from where condors nest. Wildlife authorities said the male condor was born in October and had likely lost his parents, so Edgardo took it upon himself to become the bird's family. He playfully named him Condorito, after the famous Chilean comic strip character. When he'd find dead animals on his property, Edgardo would leave them for Condorito, knowing the bird would need to learn to fend for himself if he was to return to the wild. This video clip shows the now massive Condorito coming to Edgardo when his name is called. Clearly, the two get along famously, and the bird must know who's responsible for keeping him alive. As you can see, Condorito really has made himself at home with Edgardo. Here he is enjoying a nice shower. The Buenos Aires Eco Park, formerly a zoo, wants to take the bird into their care, but Edgardo believes Condorito is more comfortable at his ranch. This past week, Condorito began flying, and one day soon, Edgardo hopes he'll take to the skies and never look back. But if the bird ever happens to drop in for more hugs, Edgardo will be waiting with open arms.
Say no to safe spaces on YouTube. Support Tomo News at patreon.com/Tomo News.
When animals are in need, there are nice people out there to lend them a hand.
Heroic RSPCA dudes risk life and limb to save 2 lamb racks. The first question you'll ask yourself when watching this video is, how the hell did that stupid sheep get stuck on that tiny ledge in the first place? Was it sheer rambunctiousness, or was he 3 sheeps to the wind? Frankly, we'll never know. But the brave boyos of the Welsh branch of the RSPCA still had to abseil down the sheer rock face of Trefaun Mountain, Snowdonia, in freezing conditions to rescue the beast who'd been stuck there for several days. And this being Wales, it appears this is not an isolated incident, as there are 2 more videos of similar rescues on the Society's YouTube page. The heroic act took place earlier this month, and you'll be pleased to know that rather than feeling sheepish, the hungry creature began to feed almost immediately after being lowered down the cliff. All's wool that ends wool, it seems.
Heroic ice skaters chop through thick ice to save moose stuck in frozen lake. A video uploaded to YouTube on Wednesday shows the nail-biting moment a group of ice skaters in Sweden risked their lives to rescue a moose that was trapped in a frozen lake. Victor Johansson and his partner Sigrid Schusten were skating on the lake when they spotted the moose. The couple returned with an axe and tried to rescue the exhausted animal by smashing through the thick layers of ice. The pair took turns pummeling the ice for 30 minutes straight. They eventually managed to clear a path for the moose to get to shore, and the animal clambered back onto land and disappeared into the woods. The video, which was uploaded last Wednesday by Johansson, has accumulated more than 500,000 views. This is why humans were put on the planet. We all need to be Earth keepers, said one commenter. Another said, faith in humanity restored.
Jag är trött. Yes. Så ja.
Villagers save trapped baby elephant. This is the heartwarming moment a baby elephant is rescued from a well by villagers in India. Locals rallied to help the poor animal after it fell into the watery hole near their village. The elephant's mother kept the village up all night as she cried and trumpeted and refused to leave her calf. The baby elephant was making its way through the forest when it fell into the well. Even though she tried with all her might, the calf's mother just couldn't get her baby out. But the mommy elephant didn't give up on her calf. As other herd members waited nearby, the mother elephant cried and trumpeted for her baby. Fearful locals didn't get any sleep, worried the herd might go on a rampage. But that didn't happen thanks to the actions of some brave villagers. The villagers placed bamboo poles near the well to keep the herd at bay. They then lowered more poles into the hole to keep the baby elephant afloat. Forest officials used an earth mover to make a slope in the well, which allowed the calf to escape. The baby pachyderm then rejoined its mother, and the herd returned to the forest with a full complement of elephants.
Say no to safe spaces on YouTube. Support Tomo News at patreon.com/Tomo News.
Bear in Kosovo stuck in wire trap until rescuers come to his aid. When out hunting for picnic baskets, sometimes an unlucky bear stumbles upon a trap. That's what happened to this lonely guy last week, who found himself in pretty dire straits, a wire trap tightening around his paw as he struggled to break free. Unable to move, he might have been a goner had someone not spotted him and called in the good guys to bust him out of there. Four Paws Kosovo, an animal rescue team near Pristina, came to save the day. Known for providing a sanctuary to captive bears, to them, a wild bear in need is still a friend indeed. After tranquilizing the poor bear and waiting for him to fall asleep, veterinarians were able to remove the wire trap and tend to his wounds. After determining he was in good enough shape to return to the wild on his own, they left him in a safe area and vacated. People monitoring the bear claim to have seen him scoot off back into the forest, resuming his adventures. 3 cheers for the good guys.